They actually want to drop Mini to start things off. Pop flash to get them round the corner. A couple of strafes as Power's already found a head. Quick trade at least from Refresh, but immediately the frags start flowing back their way. 2-for-2 trade from Slacks, but again, immediately Clax is there with another headshot. And the only problem now, he's thinking about it, he's aware of the possibility, but he gets his head taken off. And it's all on to Zyphon in the 1v3. Finds the initial kill onto Clax. That bomb still at his feet. And these players still a little bit isolated. There's 1v1s to be had. And Zyphon clicks away, looking for the final kill. Trying to hunt his man down. Zyphon just dancing with him. And the spam down connects.
Zyphon had a strong position in order to separate the fights. Looking like a straight-up eco rush in this round. They haven't really invested much. And, well, thankfully so. Because they get destroyed as they try and make their way outdoors. Zyphon gets most...
A little bit of a bonus round carried through here from Sprout. Handful of those MP9s remaining. Scout ramp. Looking for that split down into the lower site. Nice flash in towards outside though. Refresh gets the freebie and gets information as well. Pinging out a secret. Knows there's nobody else home, so now they know exactly what's coming. Lauren X trying to get the spray down. Can't connect it. And that puts pressure onto Slacks. Nice shot for one. Another player up close and personal to deal with, though, is going to get nasty. Zapower trying to hunt his man down. Won't find the shot. Slacks like lightning. And Zyphon cleans up the last kill.
At that point, put K23 in a pretty worrying position. It's still early days, but you do want to at least try and get something in these early rounds to try and build off of, even if you're not winning rounds.
At least one frag found towards outside. Zapower has managed to take out Stare, and this time he's going to be everything. That bomb drops awkwardly. Top sight as they try and dive down. Slacks deals with Clax in towards lower as well. There's a tongue twister for you as X5 and Zapower now left with those Deagles to try and find some impact. Nice headshot onto Zyphon. And with Slacks being, timings are going to be everything as they're working their way out. Refresh gives his head up and X5 finds another. This gets interesting now. Free, but it's a whiffed old shot. And now this gets ugly. X5 tries to swing it, but the trade is there. And Lawrence knows exactly where to look for this last man. It's Zapower on the Deagle, trying to spam away. Needs the clean headshot, and he can't quite find it.
No side control looks to be the initial goal. Rajin eats a bit of a nade, but doesn't do too much damage. Instead, the initial kill actually comes in from
map control, and we're seeing exactly that here. Ramp given up. Refresh does pick off one. So they look to charge down City. You can see Sprout are aware of the possibility, but Refresh not quick enough on the draw. Stare doing what he can to keep his team in this. But it's an even 3-on-3.
Throw themselves at it for the sake of giving it a go. While he's slowing them down, unfortunately, and giving Clax a nice opportunity to initially take that 1-versus-1 on Zyphon. And as soon as he pops his head, it looks like everyone else has decided they wanted to try and give up and save the weapons, but it's not really being allowed to happen. Stare might make it away if he runs right now, but the bomb explosion may just take him out either way. So yeah, I think he was kind of doomed at that point.
Stare, well, he wants to take the fight to them this time. Slacks with him to join. Does manage to pick off Finnegan in these opening moments up on top of the silo, which opens up an alleyway for Stare to aggress, but he can't connect the shot. X5 able to put him, gets a little too keen. And now Slacks under pressure has got a lot to do. Lands the first, spots the cross, but loses his teammate. And Rajin able to find a double before he's traded down. Absolute chaos across the map, and they know they've lost ramp as well, but Clax is charging on through, and Slacks able to respond. Zapower left in the 1v.
Makes it around and misses the shot as Zapower gets the bomb down. The no-scope not going to land on the first try. The follow-up is there, but he doesn't expect Refresh so fast in behind. Ready for that trade.
Inside of the site and not find the conversion, but fast play this time from the T side. Pop into that upper site, spray down good from Stare, and Slacks is there to chip away as well. Resisted the as he tries to work his way out onto this upper site. Stare's not looking. Freebie looks for the no-scope and won't connect. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and to be honest, Zapower quick as lightning takes the head off of Stare. It's onto allow an X inside of this lower site. Needs multiple. Spray down onto the second is good. Clax goes down. That's bomb spotted. Refresh continues to thin the numbers as he gets his hands on an AK-47 at least. And allow an X, well, he's not going to let him do anything with it. Two quick dinks. The utility still available as well. Smoke, handful of flashes to plan the execute. Rajin has dealt with Stare. In towards Secret. That's a big opening pick to find as well. You can see the pressure on that outside control. Results in Refresh being out of position. Freebie to be found. 3-on-5 now for this CT side. And Zyphon Up on top of the hut, has dodged the molly for now, but he's on his own. He's lost all real support inside of this site. Needs a big round. There's low HP bars everywhere, and he's continuing to find them. 3 quick kills. Zapara is next, and he's only got 14 HP to work with as well. If it's expected, Zyphon will turn. A quad kill from inside of the A site, and it leaves Rajin having a transfer between 2 angles. He's got the first. He isolates the fight, and he nails it. Zyphon not able to find...
Slax is going to have to get a bit done with that up if they want to ease the pressure, and well, it's actually Rajin who manages to find the initial pick around lobby. For Fresh K23 at the moment, they're successful in finding that initial pick and then just managing to pull this defense all over the place, leaving massive holes, as you can see, to be exploited. There's already a player crept out door here as well.
Plant will go down. X5 should be a freebie, gets 1, trade immediate though. And again, this starts to get awkward. LowenX popping out of the vents, finds X5, and it's on to Clax with only a Mac 10 tucked behind these silos to find the 1v2. Spotted out. Flashbang goes out. LowenX does get blinded up, found freely, and now Slax on that AWP switches to the pistol, trying to take advantage of the health, but it's Clax who
50 being upgraded. The Rifles shouldn't really have too much trouble holding this one off, and as you can see, already pushing straight up for this outside control, knowing they have the ranged advantage. Clax actually running outdoor as well. They leave the rifle outside. Okay, if that gets recovered, maybe some further damage can be done. And Finnegan, thankfully with that trade, at least keeping the
sight. Bomb to go down. This is a free kill for him, and there it is. Zapara now last up, spamming the P250, gets 1. Down to 6 HP, a single deagle bullet will do it, but the no-scope connects.
Still a 10-5 half, which would be pretty good for Sprout on the CT side. Stare, didn't hear the player above him, dropped down on by Finnegan. Refresh doesn't catch the timing to get the refrag either. He may indeed be able to do something about this cross on outside, though. He fully commits to the swing. I thought he may have even got Finnegan before being traded from behind, but no, Finnegan...
X5's ready for this. Should be a freebie. Is indeed, and that's the entire lower site presence now gone. Zyphon's flank does pay off for 1. But again, they've dropped 1 down. Zyphon is out of these vents like a shot, and he finds a clean headshot onto Rajin as well. Slack spots 1 on upper, and they know now that there's an isolated fight to be had in towards this lower site. The pace starts to increase. They want to get out now, but it's X5 playing the smoke expertly. Both kills found. A 1v2. A lot of bodies here, but they want to push the issue. Rajin should be ready for it. Deagle spams better though. Flax desperately trying to harness it for a second, can't quite find it. And that should be the pivotal kill now. Stare able to get 1, but the trade again is immediate. LowenX, his timing is going to be everything. The upper site is conceded, and now LowenX needs a clean headshot. Grabs the first. Clax goes down second onto Finnegan. And Zapara once more asked to clutch this one up. They know exactly where he is, and Zyphon will chime in. Sprout get away with murder, but it's a murder that...
As a lot of utility is tossed out by both sides here in the early stages. They're just about catching the timing on Rajin. That was this time the only player lurking around towards outside, so should give them a little bit more leeway to put their focus back towards where this execute is likely to come true, and it does seem like they're focusing towards ramp. Unfortunately, taking the peak before everyone's ready.
3 bodies in towards this upper site, smokes up through the spam. Stare finds 1. That bomb now dropped as well. Finnegan able to beat this AWP of Slacks. It's going to be the boost up, or even the jump across, but Slacks is up for it. Finnegan is left 1v4. They're not going to give him any respect at all. Zyphon with the freebie, and as we head into
try and get things going on the CT side early on, that's going to really limit the information they're actually getting as this cross the secret comes in. Unsure if it's fully come true. Of course, Z-Power had been kept busy with that fight from Silo as he goes down. Slax picks off another, and things are not looking great here. It's going to be Rajin who has to go huge, and he's only good for the 1. He tried to stand his ground.
Work now. Looking to pop out of the vents. Timing is everything. Lawonx is watching it, but he gets his head taken off and make it 2. Everyone else is low, and it's a demolition job. The bomb doesn't even... Finds at least a trade. They'll allow an X able to pick up the MP9, but there should be plenty here to mop up the pieces, and indeed, Rajin actually coming in with...
The momentum has kind of been there since they started winning rounds. Even the couple that Sprout have taken since then were not easy ones. Hard fought for. Good start though, at least from Stair here.
He's trained on the angle, and if he can get a kill on this rotation, it's a gift. X5 goes down free. Clax is there and will catch Stair with an aid in hand. So the trade at least is found. AWP spotted, but Zapata still finds a kill. Again, trades a little frenetic, and Clax able to find 2. As he buys a 1v1 for his teammate. It's an awkward old fight, but Finnegan has got it on the Famous.
Very aggressive push from Z-Power. Nearly actually lined up a collateral, and well, even only getting away with one manages to be enough in this situation as HiGHLiGHTS manages to find the backup refresh there from the Secret. Stair actually does win that initial fight. Unfortunately, there was just a double peek in from Heaven as well. So, well played, K23. They're working well off of each other at the moment. And with that, they're dwindling down the numbers for Sprout, leaving it all onto Slacks. And well, he doesn't expect his player on ramp already. He has no idea. HiGHLiGHTS had rotated all the way back down through C, go in for this door aggression again. Did something very similar in the previous round, so it's a very, very crazy attempt once again, but it works out. He had to disrupt, and with no real opportunity to fight yet from Sprout, it's already a 5-on-2. Can't even manage to get the numbers out before it gets even worse for them.
Refresh able to grab at least a kill, but the angle's awkward for him on the trade, and X5 there immediately. And as you said, this is just going from bad to worse. K23 are keeping their foot on the accelerator. They're not letting Sprout breathe on this T side. And well, that pain continues. Finnegan deals with Slack.
Like big and AGO, so somewhat understandable. C-Power lands the little flick. It wasn't a massive one, but still wasn't too sure where that pick was going to come in, and it was a dangerous fight for sure, as the trades again in the early stages just all got away of K23. Although that one was maybe a bit unnecessary. X5 wanted to go aggressive through ramp. I guess at that point expect him with the chaos everywhere else that no one would be watching it. Not quite the case though.
This is winnable now. There's timings all over the shop. Zapar misses the shot, and Refresh able to find the kill. Clack's now aggressive, trying to look for the info, but that's going to lead him right into the crosshairs of Lau and X. Trade should again be found, though. Finnegan is there. And this chaos just continues. One Refresh still not looking towards Heaven. Doesn't expect Finnegan to be anywhere near, but he pivots on it. Lightning fast to open things up. Zapar peering in towards lobby. Finnegan to open things up instead, however. Lau and X found. Wow, 3 players in towards the ramp. X5 playing a very passive hold on it, but it nets him a freebie. Trade at least found by Stair, but there is still bodies available here for the CT side. And, well, X5 thinking about another look at it. Stair missing the timing onto Finnegan could be everything as well. X5 does go down. And now this B site feels vulnerable. Finnegan looks the wrong way as well, and this is now chaos. X of Power looks for the crosshair discipline, finds the double, and Stair has no idea Finnegan is there whatsoever. I don't know why I said crosshair discipline. My brain's coming out my ears just like you. They're going to try and up the pace here, but Finnegan with 2, blinded, still able to find the double. Clacks in with a double of his own, and this surely is it. Stair, the last able to retreat. He's got to push forward. Has no choice, and Clax isn't going to give him one. Triple kill to finish it. A flying first.
K23 peeking up mid pretty aggressively. They're not going to find any info around there, unfortunately, but you do have Sprout not really fully dedicated to a position either. They're just split looking for picks and hoping they can really find an opening somewhere. And well, Lau and X has found his way in towards B. If he deals with his player on short, they should have the bomb site, and there you go. Has the range as well to take this second fight if necessary, or at the very least, just
entirely sure where this bomb has gone down yet. They're pushing out onto the A site, and Zyphon's taking him down on entries. Zapal finds 1 in response, but this round's done. This pistol will be going the way of Sprout, just looking for picks across the board. K23 not able to wrestle any kind of control of the situation in. Zapar finds at least 1 in the trade, but without a kill on his back, armor is more important, and he's still completely unaware of what's about to hit him. X5 at least able to grab 1 in Palace. He'll back his man out of con as well. Clash with a couple inside of the site before he's traded. Has bought his team a lifeline. They're going to charge down these rifles, though. Stair on the Galil, keeping it alive in this 2-on-3. Bomb yet to be planted. Slacks looking to get it down. Reverse default, spammed out. But he will get this plant. So Power finally trades him down, and it's on to Stair. 1v3, make it 2. Clean headshot, knows where the second is, but the Galil just betrays him at the worst possible moment as K23 finally
steps after. He's already pretty much on top of him. Refresh, though. It mustn't have been called across. There's no way. They knew. 100% C-Power had heard the steps up close. Refresh gets away with another kill on that window peak of X5. And
only a smoke to try and stall this one down. He's got so much to do. He's blinded up. He's dealt with. And at this point, again, the save should be called.
Going to be in the prime positions for recovering. As they're, again, just charging up short. This time taking the fight in towards Connector. X5 looked like he had a few chances maybe to win that one himself. Barely even gets any damage off and doesn't actually land it on Stair at all. Flash now being pushed in from 3 different angles as well. Was screwed with a player on Tetris. Stair's going to cut off the rotation again on short, and Sprout are just cleaning this up. It's, you know, this is a good Sprout right now, but then I remember yesterday and I'm like, yeah. Stair manages to again find the opening kill. He's probably opened up 4.
Still keen to fight it though. The power's still in the window, and still X5 is shouldering down towards Com, punished for it again by Finnegan, only now making the rotation back in to try and provide some kind of defense, but it's not going to land. Power at least finds a leg onto Refresh, deals with his teammate as well. 5-7 will find the second. This would be a 2v5 conversion attempt, so Power not expecting the aggression up short, however, as Zypher very quickly puts that one to bed. And out though, should have him, spotted the shoulder, backs away, gives himself the time, clean kill. Man advantage found, and again, this B pop looks very viable. Rasian catches the timing, but Stare is there. X5 at least trades, but they know now that that B bomb site is relatively under defended, and Finnegan is going to be put under pressure once more. Tucked in, trying to play the timing, hoping for the double, can only find the one. Zyphon with the quick trade, X5 charging through the Molotov to try and make a nuisance of himself, trying to buy time for Clax, but it's Zyphon and Refresh who find the finishing kills. It's a 7th will round. Be here, timing is everything. Clax has to hold, has to buy time, and he can't get anything done, so Power blinded up behind triple, grabs the first. He needs more where that came from though, and Zyphon again, very quickly there for the trade. Slacks with one more. Dean, this is just falling apart.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I'm not sure if it was ever really constructed, though. They didn't quite get that connected. That one instead takes a small bit of damage, and you're going to have Finnegan and the player tucked in on the left side of window instead, trying to take this fight. And as Finnegan goes down without X5 even ready to peek, now they're just in a horrible position. His smoke's a little bit deep as well, so I was going to say escaping is not a guarantee, and indeed there's a massive gap. Zyphon gives them a 5-on-3 advantage, and Sprout just
on the clock, and it does look like Sprout gonna walk into the Lion's Den here. Clax with a double will be traded, but Zapower's got the ramp, and it's even 2-on-2 now with Refresh bomb on his back through that kitchen as well. There is no utility for this T side. It's gonna be all on the frags, and Slacks grabs the first. Raging picked off out of the kitchen, swings Refresh. It's double digits for.
Looking a lot better in the singular half by only from K23. They don't even have the rifles across the board. And MP9 will find some success around mid, though.
Oh, Refresh reads it like a book. Second kill found, and a reaggress into it. Wants the support of his connector player, but he's isolated. Spray down lands, spots out the con player as well. 2-on-4 once more. Split. Axe is going to have it all to do here. He lands the first, but now with this position known, he needs support of Finnegan on short. Refresh tapped away at Finnegan, will find the second. Again, it's 2-on-2 as this bomb starts to work its way out towards the A site. Smart rotation from Clax as well. Works his way back out of CT through the jungle smoke, in fact, but Refresh once more has got his number. Nade onto the bomb should catch Refresh though, and it will buy Finnegan a 1v1. First time in a long time he's had this kind of opportunity. Up against Zyphon, headshot angle, but Zyphon nails it as he...
Oh, did a decent amount of damage actually from that nade, more than I expected. You don't really see the kills.
They are staring through in towards this B site. There's the freebie for Zyphon. He should have more here, and he does indeed. Doesn't expect X5's position, but who would? As he finds himself 1v3. Clean spray down for the second. Refresh now next up inside the smoke, but LowenX is having none of that.
Again, limited rifles to work with. Towards the underpass, we have seen this aggression a few times, so I was going to say I don't think it's going to catch anyone off guard, but he actually decided to run back and take the comeback to be had.
Double AWP T side does make this a little more viable, however. Zapower and X5 combining well. Zapower now upgrading onto the AWP, misses the flick. Launch steals with his teammate, and it is all on Zapower, but he drops into the molly. Goes down for free. Rasian's flank has been read by LowenX, but low on HP. It should be a gift. Indeed, it is. Refresh at least able to trade it. And this is, again, absolute chaos across the board. Everything here. Finnegan, a lot of angles to clear. Little time to do so. Spots him and nails him. Second round on the board for K23, a desperately needed one.
Take this peak right now. I don't think he'd be in a great position to win the fight against the up of Slacks, and even with just the shoulder showing, it is plenty. Rasian is feeling the hurt.
And it seems like he's aware that there was an AWP lying in wait somewhere. LowenX gets the freebie, and now Clax, once again, asked to do the impossible. Can't land a single kill. Zyphon cleans him up. And well, they've got to give it a go, K23. It's the last round of the half, but LowenX is trying to make sure it ends swiftly. X5, last man up in the 1v5, deals with the first, taps away at Refresh through this round is over. Charging out of the ladder, wants to deny everything he can, and it's 13-2 as we head to the halftime. Sprout looking to get it done. One over the line first. As X5 on the pistol for the T side of K23 tries to wander out mid with the deagle and gets his skull caved in, Dean.
My thing was still muted, didn't realize. Very fun way to start things off for K23. They were probably hopeful that the second are released. They also seem to be probing the bomb site, which right now is stacked up pretty heavily. Refresh has basically just gifted the free initial.
Yeah, this is not a good look. Zapata wants a freebie though, and he will get it. Reishin, meanwhile, has found a headshot on that deagle over towards the A side. This is not done yet. Zapata continuing to brawl things in towards mid, up against Slacks, but Slacks has been on it today, and he continues to be so. A third headshot in this round. Zyphon first up, clean headshot. Slacks is next on the chopping block, but on low HP, he will convert his
stages before it was K23 that really then controlled the rest of that map. So things have flipped on their head. It's possible it could happen again. Zyphon with a kill already to kick things off.
Much impact already lost. Zyphon spots out the A aggression as LowenX again in towards mid, just chips away at this. Tries to get into a position to get that bomb on site. X5 will at least find one here, and this is still doable now. Clack swinging into CT, grabs a second to level it out. Zyphon at least able to trade that one down. And as X5 is brought to escape, the steps will be heard though. Refresh knows where X5 is headed and should now be able to call that that indeed is where Finnegan looks to go. It's job done, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Charging down mid as they look to impose themselves, much like they did on Mirage. Early dinks exchange. LowenX at least able to trade the opening one-on-one. But there's bodies all over the shop now for Sprout as Slacks continuing to aggress, gets nailed by Reishin, and the man advantage for K23, Dean.
Yeah, pretty solid one that's only going to be extended apparently, catching both the apartments and the mid peak that came through.
See what comes of it. It's a fast banana play, heavy utility into LowenX. He's going to grab one. Slacks able to find a second before the trade as well, and that's actually the man advantage. To get Star into any kind of position to do damage. The power doesn't know he's there though. It gives away a freebie before the trade. Refresh now on an island. 8 HP on that USP surely goes down imminently, and indeed X5 will put him to bed. But with Slacks still here to set themselves, Finnegan still behind the new boxes, looks to swing on out and deals with Zyphon. Slacks now last up on that M4, 1v2, X5 low, and Finnegan puts him down. Another round, isn't it? Clax and X5 about to wander right into it. Right eye peek for Clax though, will grab him a freebie. Slacks just unscopes at the worst possible time. Has to give away the angle now as Zyphon, knowing that they need some control, will start to re-aggress. Slacks the same. He does manage to pick off Clax. Well, potentially opens up some timings as X5 wants to catch one of his own. Slacks no idea at all. LowenX will get one though. Edge of plenty of presence in mind here for the CT side. Zyphon looking for the backstab, lands one, doubles it, and that's bombed down in towards bracket with 30 seconds left. X5, 1v3 to contend with. Just being given nothing at all, buying time for the backstab. Stair gets it done, and not really giving too much away in the opening moments, bleeding the utility. Sprout able to fall back, and now they charge. X5 with the freebie. Refresh not able to react. Stolen rotation, making its way as fast as it can, but the smoke is in, and now it's down to the two rifles. The sprays are wobbly, and the trades leave them with the man advantage on the T side as the bomb plant goes down. And surely Zyphon now has to concede time here, and he'll just about manage it. 15 HP as he gets off his first angle, but Reishin has dealt with his support, and now low on HP. Through the smoke comes X5, fully clears it. Slacks at least will get one in response, but the man advantage...
And they don't have to, but it does seem like they are going to, and jumping up above the smoke works out for Reishin. They weren't even quite ready for the double peak, but it did 1 M4, 1 AK in play here in this round. The flash, though, that's timed incredibly well. Finnegan not able to get the cover in either, as he was slightly caught by it. Will at least trade back onto Steer, who was hoping that his teammates' fallback would work as a little bit of a lead, but he did not fall for it, although follow-up shots are landing anyway. Zyphon's gotten himself a kill towards middle. Clax pulls back one to open up the A bomb site, but Z-Power's in a rough position. Back to be again with this bomb, just as LowenX begins to rotate. The problem is, I was going to say, they know the bomb isn't coming back up mid yet because they have a player there, so no matter what, they weren't going to fully leave B open. They have a player back in the spawn watching it now. They've gotten the kill onto Clax. They're just going to onto Z-Power, who eventually will be caught charging up mid to be the goal. Unfortunately, Molly's come in. Might still try fully commit to it, but no. Instead boosts the teammate over, who gets caught by the offer, tries to then follow up himself and just gets demolished by Steer, and they continue to attempt to fight through the smoke, which is not working out. Eventually, Z-Power gets spammed down as well. I think the nade would have
this time. Asian does grab one, but it's quickly traded away. If Clax had found a second there, then maybe the B split was a real.
Anyway. Whereas Asian will go down in the end, of course. But pace that we haven't really seen much from them. Unfortunately, that Molly's going to put the attack into packs of 2. Instead of being able to take these trade fights, I was going to say that it is going to be isolated, but a little bit of a swing from Stair, perhaps a bit premature, not allowing for a teammate in the back of the bomb site to work off of the crossfire. Instead, it'll be Zyphon to do so alongside the man in the back, and it's through the edge of the smoke as well that he takes 2.
Critical kills as well. The rotations were still only just flooding in, but Zyphon very a little bit further. Pressure once more onto K23 as inside the smoke, Zyphon is found by Clax, and that's an opening that they've not had.
A little slow in the second rotation there of Slacks, but it doesn't look like it's going to be needed. There's already mowed down 2 of them, a turret over the top of the smoke and top of a dink on Z-Power, as he just completely dismantles the attack pretty much on his own. LeoNX though still needs to ensure he doesn't go down without getting anything, and well, suddenly we've got a 2-on-2 again. The problem is the health is minimal on both of these players, but it doesn't matter. The up-landing shots, it's all on Clax.
The banana player lands the first, and now this gets ugly. I don't think Slacks knows he's low HP. Slacks needs to clear everything, and he knows it. Clax has got the advantage, and the 1v2 connects.
Only really his shoulders and head are showing. He's going to be feeling pretty, at this point, to be alive, maybe a bit lucky. But I'm not too sure why they decide for X5 to just charge to the 9-6 half. They're going to be in a pretty good position. As we said, K23 tend to favor and lean a bit towards that T side.
Gonna feel very comfortable with this now, as Zyphon finds another. On logs as well. Asian tempted to try and disrespect the angle, but Refreshers open things up into the apartments. A second on the drive-by into Clax, and this goes from bad to worse. He comes over the top, and the commitment looks to come in. Nice flashbang. LeoNX has to bail, but Stair is there to back his man up. 2 in quick succession as Zapower flashes follow it up. Zapower hits the first with 20 seconds left, though he's put to bed. And Sprout go into the break with a lead. 9-6. They're just going to go straight for this loop. They want to take the fight in towards B. They want to wrap it down through the smoke. Zapower gets 1, but he's lost his B support in trade. X5 has to drop the molly early, has to buy time. Needs to wait for these smokes to fade. He's going to go for the peek off the back of it, and Slacks has no idea. Refresh gets caught for 3 as well, and this is falling apart. Zyphon with the lone kill in amongst a flurry of CT success, and now he's on his own. He taps the second, but no more.
The half
K23
wall might be able to catch perhaps the aggression here from Finnegan. Instead, though, it's actually Z-Power who's charging down mid, and, well, it looked like it was going to go a bit better than it did. Instead, it's 1-for-1 trades across the map. It's going to be Sprout who's taking advantage as Stair opens up B completely, and Zyphon catches the second mid-aggression on Clax. What is happening?
This is chaos. Zyphon's got it.
They had armor on, I think, 1 player.
Jump across for info. Just holding the early angles, waiting for aggression. Zapower gives it to them, but he finds a headshot. Stair goes down early before he boosts over the top, and now he's got his sight line. Refresh the next to fall to the AK. 5-on-3. They have the sight, but at what cost? 3 AKs to hold off against a charge of pistols. Zyphon's nervous. He doesn't want to put that bomb down yet. Slacks will at least deal with 1 to start the recovery. AK gonna boost up again in towards CT as they tap the bomb. Launch deals with it well. Zyphon finds another, and now this is falling apart. Zapower on 8 HP will recover his AK once more as he looks for more damage. Clax trying to be a distraction on the flank, but he could do nothing but fall. The bomb to be planted, and Zapower, well, 8 HP is not going to be enough. Not that it matters. LeoNX will be flashed back off it. The Sprout, they just want this B site. Stairs wandered in, he's caught a freebie, and it's Finnegan. Under a magnifying glass, grabs 1, falls away with a second, and he's bought his team a lifeline here, a man advantage. It is traded down. Bomb yet to transfer into the site, though, and Zyphon is a long way away on a flanking mission. Boost up, expected, but not caught, and it's a double for Asian. A critical one at that, as Zyphon, well, he was...
That would limit the weaponry of the player likely in this following round, but the problem is, it's the op he finds in the initial fight.
It's the exact same for Sprout. If they can get past this one, it gets ugly. Rajin charging, but it's Refresh on the Mac 10 to find the trades, and LeoNX with another. He's buying them so much room to breathe here. Zapower's missed shot means it's surely game over itself, because X5 has now made himself known and said that he might want to give this one a go. Stair very quickly puts that notion to bed, how willing that they'll be able to hold this one straight, and they're going to go proactive with it. Zapower blinded does find the early entry onto Stair, and Well, off the back of that, Rajin once more. I think he's been spotted here by Refresh. Indeed, he has. Dives back through the smoke, but it's LoudX who actually finds an entry and doubles it, charging into A. He just disrespects the smoke clean through, and he's got the sight. The bomb is a long way from home, though, and Zapower charging through is making it difficult to be recovered. Needs the shot, can't land it. Refresh with a big kill, but LoudX has left a gap right and center. Finnegan has worked his way down mid. It's being watched by Zyphon, however, who finds his 23rd kill in what could be the decisive round. The bomb looking to make its way out of the apps. Will give X5 an opportunity, however. 1v3 on the fam as he taps away at Refresh. Zyphon's position is known, but not known well enough. 15 on the board for Sprout.
This is in there. Well, the scout, which can certainly do damage in the hands of Z-Power, did spot the head and the underpass, and unfortunately that's taken his attention for quite a while as they lose a player in towards Banana. In the meantime, they just line up for Refresh. Flax is a position to likely get one kill here, but he would have needed more from it. Unfortunately, he is kind of forced at that point to just make the play happen, which will give him an AK, but he's not going to get it into a useful position, sadly. It's all on X5. They'll be moving towards him, but that shouldn't make too much of a difference as long as a trade is ready and it's not even needed. There it is in the end. Sprout do manage to take the victory.